don't even know where to start because this is highly entertaining. This moment in time of female rap, and it's just so many people that are talking about how female rap took over this year, and I will have to agree, it definitely took over the airwaves, the internet, television. It, you know, whether you listen to, you know, Ice Spice, Sexyy Red, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. We had so many female rappers, young and older to the game, that just, you know, came into this and just really put their hard efforts and hard work into that, their craft, and really gave it their all this year. So I'm definitely thinking that the Grammys is going to be chock full of female rappers that are probably going to win some awards. With that being said, y'all know when I have my notes, I got something to say. So I have my notes, and I recently came across this lady's TikTok. She was discussing the image of us Black women, and we were being portrayed in such a negative light through music. I'm not sure if she understands that it's basically through every music, television, you know, social media. However, she decided to, and this is the caveat, like I want to say, like, I'm not disagreeing with her. I am just pointing out a hypocritical, just a hypocritical statement, a hypocritical, the thought of it, and what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Contradicting. The contradiction of it all. So, there's a lot of other female rappers that you can choose to talk about this issue with. However, she chose Sexyy Red. Now, if you don't know who Sexyy Red is, how could you not? You're probably living under a rock. Sexyy Red exploded on the scene a few months ago, right behind Ice Spice. But we all thought Ice Spice was just, you know, going to blow up on this music scene with Nicki Minaj just crowning her successor as princess. However, who snuck behind her was little Sexyy Red, and with the hit song Pound Town. Now, if you haven't heard Pound Town, go listen, go on YouTube. It's to me, honestly, it's hilarious. I don't necessarily like the beat to the song, but you're definitely going to hear it in the clubs and the dance clubs and things like that. So she became widely popular for that song, and mainly for the lyrics and the song Pound Town. People probably thought that she was going to be a one-hit wonder or whatever, but you know, homegirl just kept coming out with the hits and being on features. She definitely reminds me of when Nicki Minaj first came on the scene. Nicki Minaj she did a rap mixtape that made $1 million, and she was on everybody's shit. Like, she was on everyone's album featured, and she definitely proved her point in the game, and that's why I feel like she still is the queen of this rap game in this era. So with Sexyy Red, she definitely came out with the hitters, and she definitely came out like y'all gonna pay attention to me. Like, I've been in this game for a long time, and she actually has. And I would say more than 10 years. She's been rapping for a very long time, and sometimes I don't agree with TikTok in terms of music and how you get your music out there. However, it has made a lot of songs that probably wouldn't have been popular, very popular. So I am going to say, like, you know, that it has helped out a few artists that were actually pretty good, and actually a few artists that weren't pretty good. So this lady was talking about how, you know, Sexyy Red specifically is making the Black woman's image very degrading, nasty, trashy, and she used the term pookieshas, like the pookies and the pookieshas. So she labeled Sexyy Red a pookiesha, and stating that her songs are trash. Her music is not something that we as Black women should be listening to. And she also stated that she was going to the Drake concert, and before she had bought her tickets, she seen that the pookiesha, Sexyy Red, was going to be there. And so she didn't buy her tickets. So she came on her platform stating that she wanted to wake up basically every Black woman, just like stop listening to her music. She even mentioned how, you know, how just sickening it just really is, and, you know, we shouldn't be viewed as that. And I do agree with her on the just the image of Black women, how we are very hypersexualized. But this has been this has been generations. Like, this is just not in our generation. This has been going on for decades, actually. So she pointed out how, you know, I mean, Sukana, I think it's Sukana or Suki, is in one of her videos, and it's called Hood Rats. So she did mention Trina and Kaya with My Neck and My Back, but she decided to just pinpoint how nasty and how just degrading and just trashy Sexyy Red really is. And it got me to thinking, like, this Sexyy Red is only doing what she has been watching over the decades that other female rappers have been doing themselves. You know, we had Lil' Kim, we had Foxy Brown, you know, we had Trina, we had a lot of female rappers that, you know, looked like, well, no, that rapped like Sexyy Red back in the day, and we liked it, to be honest. We liked the music, we liked the sound. Let me tell you what I think is going on. I think this woman is projecting maybe her own image or what she's seen in her family, and this is what I say why it's the colorism. When there's always a brown-skinned, dark to dark skin female that is actually out there talented, 'cause I do think Sexyy Red is talented, but she definitely decided to go to a route like every other female rapper that's out here. You know, like a Lotto, like a Ice Spice, you know, Coi Leray. So, but with her, it's a problem. And let me tell you why it's a problem. We have seen a lot of Sexyy Reds in our neighborhoods. We have seen a lot. They're in our families. We are probably a Sexyy Red, and I've seen a lot of Sexyy Reds within my just, you know, community, and growing up. You know, she has tattoos on her face. She's not like conventionally, some people would say she's not conventionally pretty, but I think she's very pretty. I think she's gorgeous without her makeup. She's really really pretty without her all that makeup. She wears the weave, you know, and I have seen men say that she looks like a man. And I wanna, right, with that diss, or, you know, I don't think it's a diss anymore. Like, men and women. Women, we have testosterone in us, first of all. Second of all, when you say a woman looks like a man, or she looks like her daddy, I mean, that's good. She looks like her daddy, or she, like, first of all, we have feminine and masculine energy, period. So, but they use that as a diss to belittle a black woman. They said the same thing about Meg Thee Stallion too, but they say that a lot about brown skin to dark skinned women. Oh, you look like a man, you look like this. So to try to make her insecure and just they just think it's a diss. And let me tell you, it's not a diss anymore. It's not a diss. You know, women are out here, you know, doing it, and when it's a woman that looks exactly like Sexyy Red, she is definitely unapologetic. Like, she don't care what she wears. She don't care what she wears. She looks fun. Like, it looked like if I was to hang with Sexyy Red, I will look like I'm gonna have a damn good time. I'm gonna have such a ball. Like, Sexyy Red, look, I wanna hang with you. You know, I think that she looks fun. But I have noticed that. So with this lady mentioning all of these things, she did not mention a lotto, a Ice Spice, a Coy Leray, a Sweetie. These are light skinned to high yellow or red bone, other female rappers that talk about the same crap. They talk about the same sexuality, talk about the same gyrating, booty jumping type of music. And the problem is they don't, or the world, and even just mostly in black women, it hits us really hard because when we see a dark-skinned woman or a dark brown woman that looks like Sexyy Red with tattoos on her face, with weave and things like that, and she's becoming successful and out there like that, and again, she's only doing and portraying herself like this probably because of what's been laid out for her. You know, like I said, the Nicki Minaj, the Foxy Browns, the Little Kims. She's not doing anything different. She's not doing anything different. But it's a projection. It's a colorism. Y'all don't see that, and that's a problem. And she talks about Drake, how she did not get her tickets because she found out Sexyy Red was on the ticket. Let me tell you something. Drake is, do you know what they call him? They call him nice guy of misogyny. He's the nice guy of misogyny, but Drake is, I love Drake's music, but he can be definitely a misogynist at times. And let me read you a couple of his quotes that makes her whole complaint, or just, you know, feel just, you know, contradictory and just very hypocritical. And like I said, this is not to, like, you know, I'm on the same side of my sisters, but if you're going to single out every single person who goes her route, female alone. However, you're saying that Sexyy Red, because you didn't buy a ticket, the Sexyy Red is trash. Her music is trash. She says things that are trashy. Let me tell you, let me read you something. These are Drake's lines. I blow $500,000 on you hoes. I'm a feminist. . but you still like Drake, okay? This bitch, remember, we know he's talking about us, right? You know, he's not talking about, you know, men out there, but this bitch lied about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. Now, with that line was specifically talking about, and everyone else, specifically talking about Meg Thee Stallion when she got shot. And everybody know when Meg Thee Stallion came on, she did hear that line, and I'm gonna put this tweet up here, it's quote or tweet, that she said about Drake being lame for saying that, and he was lame. Now, you're talking about you want to see the betterment of the Black woman's image, but you still support men that are supposed to be protecting Black women. You wanted to go to his concert, but you did not want to go to his concert. You changed your mind when Miss Sexyy Red was on a ticket. Okay. All right. But clearly, you know, him talking about a Black woman getting shots, almost probably she could have lost her foot, whatever, whether it's bullet fragments or whatever. He talks about a Black woman getting shots, but you worried about Sexyy Red and her image. Okay. So, like I said, I like Drake's music, I do, but I'm just pointing out that there is, you know, a lot of misogynoir in rap music. Why is WAP okay and Pound Town not? Let me tell you why that is. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion these are females that we wouldn't normally see on the app daily. You know, I had this conversation before, and they're not someone that we would see in our hood. Cardi B is from the Bronx. We don't see Cardi B's in the hood, in our hood, really, you know. Meg Thee Stallion is from Texas, but she's very tall, she's beautiful, she can rap her butt off. We don't see Meg Thee Stallions on a daily. We do see the Pookeishas, or you want to call it. We do see the Sexyy Reds, and that makes people feel so uncomfortable. Let me tell you, that makes them feel so uncomfortable, so they want to spotlight and pinpoint and, you know, disenfranchise her image instead of, you know, the Cardi B's and the Meg Thee Stallions, and basically, you know, the rappers that are physically appealing or visually appealing to the world. Sexyy Red is the everyday hood chick. The everyday hood chick that people get along with. She's not doing nothing different. Pound Town and WAP is not, they're not polar opposites. They're the exact the same. And hopefully she understands that. Hopefully she understands that. She might as well just get her ticket and like get on with her life. Yeah, get your Drake ticket and get on with your life. Because I do see colorism in that. I do see the definite colorism in that, because Coyle Ray can talk about her poom poom from up and down, Sweetie and Ice Spice can talk about her poom poom, you know, and they definitely don't get the anger and the backlash that Sexyy Red has been getting. Now, we're all grown, and, you know, I would think that, you know, we're not going to, you know, portray these images in our neighborhood, and we're not going to let our daughters and our nieces, you know, see and hear these lyrics, because we should be monitoring our kids. So if you're not doing that, then I don't know. But I don't know, how do y'all feel about this? I feel that every time there is a dark-skinned woman that is celebrated, even if she's like a bigger woman, if she's celebrated, she loves herself, she's coming out here, she looks like Sexyy Red. Sexyy Red is not your average typical female rapper visually that people would want to, I guess, see or whatever. And she's not light skinned, so she's still talking about the same exact stuff, and I'm not all for all of this, like the rap, the lyrics, like I don't condone a lot of it, but I do listen to it. I do love a good ratchet song. I do love a good, you know, it's fun to listen to, and when you're out, it's just fun to dance to. But when you come back home, I don't live that life. You know, I don't live that life. Sexyy Red, she came from St. Louis, you know, a hood in St. Louis. She's famous now. What we don't see is her, you know, probably supporting her family now that she's famous and everything like that. The thing is, the game has always been the same. Jay-Z actually sold drugs to the community, and, you know, now look at him. He actually hurt the community. He's a billionaire, but he actually hurt the community to get to where he's at. She's not selling drugs. She's making, you know, trashy ass music just like everybody else, just like, you know, Megan Thee Stallion, you know, like Cardi B, like, you know, the Ice Spices and things like that. Like, she's doing the same thing. It's her look. I'm telling you, it's just the way she looks, and that makes Black women feel uncomfortable. That's basically what it is. I see the colorism in it. I see the secondhand embarrassment. I see all of that. And, you know, when would you just ask yourself, why do you feel so uncomfortable? Like, do you have a Pukisha inside of you or whatever? It's a projection too. Like, it really is. And I've come to find out that this whole world, we all project. We just all project. And I want y'all to, like, you know, how y'all feel about this? You know, comment in the comments. And do y'all think Sexyy Red is a disgrace to Black women? Because it didn't start with her. It did not start with her. And it very well is not going to end with her. You know, I think it starts at home. Whatever you teach your daughters, whatever you teach your nieces and your little female cousins, it starts at home. You know, it starts with us. And yes, music does have the power to, like, you know, I guess definitely influence, but, you know, you're grown. So I don't know, how do y'all feel about it? I just felt like that was a very interesting thing that she didn't want. You know, she's basically taking Sexyy Red and putting, like, she's the pillar of, like, Black women being, you know, just this, oh, she's a disgrace from all of us, and this, she represents us. She doesn't represent me. I don't know about y'all. She don't represent me. You know, I listen to a few of her songs from time to time. I like certain songs. I don't like certain songs. And that's where it ends there. You know, and I'm a very respectable woman. I do say so myself. So I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? And the whole Drake thing, like, you know, I remember there was a time, like, he was texting, like, 2016. He was texting Billie Eilish and Bobby Brown, the girl from Stranger Things, and they were teenagers at the time. Like, ain't no grown man texting my teenage daughters. So you might as well not get that ticket and just think on what you're saying. And it's very hypocritical of her to say that. I don't know. Let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you guys for joining me. Until next time, peace. Bye.